Hello everyone and welcome to Military Grade Magic Episode 2. This is one of your hosts, Chief Corgi, and I'm over here trying to figure out how I'm going to make this into an OER bullet. We're so happy you were able to join us today, and we hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. We got a great episode planned for you. We're going to talk a little bit about proxies. We're going to talk a little bit about Universes Beyond and what it means for game design for a lot of the exciting cards, especially how it affects standard, just from those of us from the outside looking in. Decks we're planning on building in the future. We're going to talk just a little bit about everything. If you couldn't tell from the first episode, that's kind of what we do. There's no script, so we just kind of make it up as we go. Anyway, that's enough dirtling for me. We're going to go ahead and get into episode 2's game. It's going to be Selesnya versus another Bant commander from the supposed Rakdos player. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
At a big old 14.
Roll my Moogle dice. 13. It's all you, big dog.
Okay, I'll play a tap Seaside Citadel and your go.
This is upside down. That's unacceptable. Hold on. As I was. That's
Hold,
2.
please. Hold on. Hold.
4, 5,
I'm
6,
gonna play my Minotaur.
7. I can count. Alright. This is the one time where this isn't going to work. I'm going to play a Bountiful Promenade tap because I only have one opponent. Pass to you.
Untap, and I drew already. I'm going to go ahead and play a Foresty Forest, and I'll pass.
I'll see your Foresty Forest and raise you my own. And I'll tap 2 for my commander, Trilasa. I'm just going to call her Trilasa. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on her and scry 1. I'll pass to you.
I already untapped. I played a land. We'll go ahead and does she have lifelink?
She does not.
Okay.
She cannot gain life on her own.
I'm gonna do a cultivate.
Yep.
2 basic land cards, one onto the battlefield tapped, and the other into my hand. And as I do my thing, I'll let you go.
You're never gonna believe this.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Plains and also play Cultivate. So yeah, I'm gonna fetch lands as well. And then it's your go.
Put
Force on the field,
Plains
Plains in my hand.
onto the field. And a. It's in here. And oh my goodness.
Do you even have cards?
So I bought my next commander. Putting
The one? Yep.
Yeah, my next one I'm going to build. I put an island into my hand. It's not going to be a good. I will never play it 1v1. Sadly.
Yeah.
It's the goad deck.
Yeah.
With Marisi.
Yep.
Whenever you get hit, all your creatures are goaded, and I'm building it to where I give my opponents a lot of tokens, or I'm trying to, because the only thing I'm afraid of is that people won't be playing enough creatures.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. All right. You went.
I played Cultivate. It's now your turn.
Okay. I control a forest.
You do.
So Sea Petal Grove enters untapped. And I will do a green, plains, a water, and a 1 for my guy.
Waters are still islands. Archimedes. Can you read Archimedes for those?
Yeah. Flying Vigilance. 3/5 Elder Dragon. Whenever a creature with Defender, which is also a wall now, enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. So nice and cantrippy. Each creature you control with defender or wall assigns combat damage equal to its toughest rather than its power and can attack as though if it didn't have defender.
But
Because
he himself does not have defender. That's the big
correct.
stick. Okay. All right.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't have any further plays.
All right. Untap.
Move.
Upkeep. Draw. All right. I'll play Plains.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 4 and play Ether Flux Reservoir.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it'd be better if I could play another spell right off the rip on top of it and start gaining life. But I cannot, so I'll pass.
Tip. So, a few Christmases ago, I told my wife the only thing I want for Christmas, and we have yet to do this, is we play a game of Magic the Gathering together. She has never played.
Ooh, I was telling Cassie that for either Valentine's Day or April Fools, we should have our wives play. With them never playing, either of them ever playing before.
Yeah.
It'd just be the perfect episode of them trying to figure out how to play.
Yeah, it would.
We'll just get some really basic Betty precons.
Okay.
And we'll just we'll commentate and help them play. It'll be great.
Okay. So we'll do 2 waters and 2 for my generic, and I'm gonna play Reconnaissance Mission.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever a creature you control does combat damage to a player, draw a card. It's an enchantment. And then I'm going to go to combat as Vigilance, so 3 in the air. You don't have any reach, right?
I do not. That's Commander.
Yep. Triggering Reconnaissance Mission. You get 3 commander damage. I draw a card. I'm going to tap these 2, one of them being a Plains for a one of them being a Plains, and I try to play a Plains for a Wall of Essence. 0/4 wall. For each 1 combat damage dealt to Wall of Essence, I gain 1 life. It is a defender. I draw a card.
Okay.
And your move.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play Forest. All right.
Wonder if our listeners can hear my wife going ham on baby carrots over there.
I can't hear her, so they probably
Okay.
And also, I don't know if you noticed, I did put some like lo-fi music in the background. So,
Oh yeah.
like, drown out anything while we were
Mhm.
playing. Help fill in the dead zone time there. Put some on the battlefield tap, so that will not help me play more spells. All right. Bummer. So I will hold off on that. I'm going to tap 3 and play Arrest on your commander. So you can't attack or block with your commander. The rest of your abilities still are in effect.
Okay.
That's a spell, so I gain 1 life. Oh shoot, that's my damage for you. Tree. There's tree. All right, I'll use it. It's obnoxious. That's 1. I could scry 1. I'm gonna keep that on top. I literally can't play anything else. Bummer. This one's dead. What's your wall's toughness?
0/4.
0/4. Okay. All right. Okay. I can't do this. All right, so I'm going to tap 3 and play Intish Restoration. Aether Flux Reservoir triggers, so I'll gain another life. This rolls I gain 2 life actually, because it's my second spell for the turn. Intish Restoration, sacrifice a land, so I'm going to sacrifice this Plains. I control a creature with power 4 or greater, so I get 3 basic land cards onto the battlefield tapped. And I'll shuffle. Forest. Plains. Forest. Oh, and I should have scribed one, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to shuffle my deck now, so. All right. And then I'll pass to you.
Okay. You got 10 counters on your guy already?
2.
I'm seeing a 10 for whatever reason. Oh,
it's a 2, I promise.
okay. I'm like, dang, what have I missed?
No. I'm back at 40 if you can't see my life counter, and I've got Tree Lhasa is currently sitting at 4 power and toughness.
We'll play an overgrown farmland. I control 2 or more other lands, so it enters untapped. I'm going to go ahead and do these 2. I'm going to destroy, playing Return to Nature, the Aetherflux Reservoir.
That's the right call. In response, I'll pay 50 life that I don't have to kill you.
Yeah. As soon as you got to 51, you're going to do it when the game, like, I have to do this now.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, no, there's no world where that doesn't happen.
Okay. I think I do this. It's probably not the best play, but I think I do it. So 2 waters for a wall of kelp. It's a defender / wall. I draw a card.
Okay.
I'm going to do... What's the power toughness of your commander?
He's currently a 4/4.
Okay. So a 1 and a green will cast the enchantment Primal Rage. All creatures I control have trample.
Okay.
I'm going to swing a 0/4 with 4 damage. I mean, it's attacking with its big old behind.
Yep.
Okay, you taking the damage?
I'll take 4.
All right, I draw a card from Reconnaissance Mission. And that is my turn.
Forests. Draw for turn. I'm going to play Tower of Plenty, or Temple of Plenty, as I was. I get to scry 1. I'm going to put this at the bottom of my library. All right, I'm going to tap 4. Green, 1, 2, 3. And play Guardian Project. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature I control or creature card in your graveyard, draw a card. And then I'm going to play green, 1, 2. So 4 total for Beast Whisperer. Whenever I cast a creature spell, draw a card. So Beast Whisperer is going to trigger Guardian Project. I draw a card. Beautiful. I'll pass.
Okay. Untappies. Upkeepies. No upkeep triggers. Draw for turn. Play a plains. Going to do a plains with a forest plus 2 additional. That's a 4 total. Or I think it's Cider Condo. I can't pronounce the last name. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Because everyone flanking.
Yeah. Creatures your opponents control without flying or reach can't block creatures with power 2 or less.
That's a good one.
Yes. All right. I am going to go to combat, and I'll swing a total of 7 damage at you that can't be blocked unless you have flying or reach.
I have neither.
Okay. That triggers reconnaissance mission twice.
Okay.
I draw 2 cards. We'll go ahead and do a plains and 1 for a Sunscape Familiar. It is a wall. Triggers Archimedes. I draw a card. Green and blue spells I play cast 1 less.
Nice.
And then I'm going to tap 2, minus a 1 from this. I'm going to play Kadama's Reach, search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, put 1 onto the battlefield, and the other into my hand.
Okay.
And then that will be my turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a land. First things first. Green, white, 1, 2. And I'll play Lathiel, Bound to Us Dawn. She's a 2/2 lifelink unicorn, and at the beginning of each end step, if I gain life this turn, distribute up to that many 1/1 counters among any number of other creatures. That's going to trigger Beast Whisperer and Guardian Projects. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Enough to do both? That's the question.
I put a force onto the battlefield and an island into my hand from Kadama's Reach.
Cool. Appreciate the heads up. I'm going to tap 3 to play Pledge of Unity. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And then I gain life equal to the number of creatures I control. So I'm going to gain 3 life. Tree Loss is going to trigger. I'm going to get to scry 1. I'll keep. I'm going to play. I'm going to tap 3. Save. Yeah, I'll save. I'll hold on that. What's your power and toughness? You can't block your commander, so the other 2.
2, 5, and a 0, 3.
2, 5, and a 0, 3. All right. That's gone. All right, so I will go into combat, and I will swing my Beast Whisperer and my Tree Lossa at you.
What is the power toughness of the Whisperer?
Beast Whisperer is now a 3/4, and Tree Lossa is a 5/5.
How much untapped mana you got?
I have 4 untapped mana.
I am going to. This might be the wrong play. I'm going to double block the Beast Whisperer. And
Not what I thought you were going to do.
that is a 2/5 and then a 0/3, so 5 total damage. And you should be able to kill the Sunscape Familiar.
Okay.
It is a 0/3.
I care more about. All right. Okay. I can't kill Sidon, but I can kill the Sunscape Familiar, so I'll do that.
Correct. All right.
You're gonna take 5 commander damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, I didn't even pull up my app yet. I thought I was going to go through this without taking a single hit.
I mean, it was looking pretty good for you there for a while.
Restart. All right, so I take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 5 commander damage on me.
Yep.
And then you gain 5, you're back to 32.
I'm at 32.
Okay. All right.
All right. Nothing for my second main. I'm gonna go into my end step. Lathiel triggers. I get to put 3/1/1 counters on her. She's now an 8/8.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
Untap. I'm just thinking, I'm like, card advantage might be the name of the game. So if I can somehow stifle your card draws a little bit, it may give me some room. I draw for turn. I'll play a island. Do one of every color here.
Okay.
And we'll play Ringo, Streetwise Mentor. Enters with the battlefield with a shield counter on it, which will be this dice here.
Okay.
Whenever you attack a player or planeswalker with 1 or more creatures with power 1 or less, draw a card.
Ooh, pretty good.
Go ahead and we'll tap 2 for Wall of Tangle Cord, trigger Archimedes or Arcades. It's a wall, I draw a card.
An Archimedes, me.
Alright. So I have 5 untapped manners right now. These are my mana. This is my hand. Okay. I'm gonna go to combat.
Okay.
3, 7. He has 2 or less, so you can't block him either. So 3, 7, 9 total damage at you. Good. Any responses?
Wonder if it's worth it. I really don't want to lose any more life. Boop, boop. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna tap 4 and use my pocket fog here. I'm gonna use Galdrim Ambush. Create X 1/1 green warrior elf tokens where X is the number of attacking creatures. So you got 3.
Yes.
So I get to make 3 elf tokens, which will be represented by this griffin for reasons. mostly because that's all I got. And then it prevents all damage from non-elf creatures. I can't block any of your stuff, which is unfortunate, but I don't take any damage.
Okay. I get a trigger still from Ringo.
For attacking. Yep.
Yep. So I'll draw for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and play everyone's favorite. No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Actually, yeah, I am. Okay. I'm going to play Ristic Study.
In this economy?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
That is my second main phase. Done. No other triggers at end step. Your go. I have 2 untapped manas.
Okay. Good to know. Play land. I'm going to tap 3 and play Cosmic Rebirth. Choose target permanent card in your graveyard. If it has mana value 3 or less, you may put it onto the battlefield. If not, put it in your hand. And then I gain 3.
What is you're going for the whatchamacallit?
Aetherflux Reservoir. It's a 4, so it's going to go to my hand.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I gain my 3 life. Scry 1. Put that at the bottom of the library. Already got enough land. Thank you. Alright. Tap 4. Test of Endurance.
Oh, wait. Did you pay the additional for Ristic Study on that first spell?
I didn't. You can draw a card for that one.
Okay.
I will pay it for this second one, though.
Okay.
Test of Endurance. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 50 or more life, you win the game.
Okay.
Oh, she rolled up. Okay.
That Test of Endurance, you said
Yes.
was what?
At the beginning of my upkeep, if I have 50 or more life, I win the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna Fierce Guardianship that.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. You're gonna get there real quick.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna tap 4 and play Aetherflux Reservoir now that you've used the counter spell.
Did you pay an additional for?
I did not. You can draw for this one. Okay. Going into combat. What do you got left on the field here that's not tapped?
I got a 2/2 with the shield counter.
Okay.
0/6.
Okay. All right. I am going to. All right. I can't block any of your stuff.
So you might as well swing it, huh?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing all 3 of my elves with my 1/1 elves, and then I'm gonna swing a 9/9 commander at you.
Okay, I will block the 9/9 commander with this 2/2 with the shield counter.
Okay.
And then
shield counter goes away.
You have no open manas?
I do not. I'm tapped out.
All right, and then I'll block one of the tokens with Wall of Tangle Cord.
Okay, you'll take 2.
I'm at 33.
Okay.
So, can I put this there?
Sure. All right, I'm gonna go to my end step. I'm gonna roll this up to 10 because I gained 3 life this turn, and I'll pass.
Okay. Untap it, tap it. Draw. Play a foresty forest. We'll tap a plains forest. And I'm going to attach stone skin. Dang, it's flash. I should have done it for the flash, whatever. We'll enchant this wall. Enchanted creature gets +0, +10.
Oof.
I should have used that as flash, but whatever. Go to combat. So that is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 plus 4 is 23. 23 plus 2 is 25. 25 plus 2 is 27.
Man.
Trigger from Rigo, draw a card. All right, any blocks?
I can't block because of your guys' ability.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna tap green and 1 for tower defense. Creatures I control get +0, +5. So it should be enough to,
yeah.
unless you have a.
Oh man, that sucks. No, I used my pocket fog.
Okay.
I thought surely it's not going to get worse than 9. My goodness.
Oh wait, yeah, stone skin. It's flash +0, +10 in this meta. That's unreal.
Oh, that's so good. Especially with that card. Yeah, there's all my my next card was Archangel of Thune. That would have
What's he do?
whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And it has lifelink and flying, so that would have been a big help.
Yeah, you would be able to block at that point.
I could have finally blocked. Yeah, every time I've ever played the flanking guy for my defense deck, it never worked. So I'm glad it worked out for you. No, that was a good game. That was I really took away there.
I had the right answer at the right time.
Yeah,
That's all it came down to.
Yeah, no, good game.
We should be recording meow.
Right, meow?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That Selesnya disco song, bro.
Yeah, you like it?
I showed it. I let my wife listen to it.
I just let her watch the colors in the background while it was playing. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was on point, dude. I can't wait to share the others that you made. They're pretty good too.
Like I told you, I was like really nervous that it was just me liking them because I made them. Because I was like bebopping to them on my way to work the other day, and I was just like, how lame is this gonna be when I show this to Top? And he's just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Delete
dude,
all of these.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. So you sent me 3 so far of the 10 guilds. Do you have the others made?
Yeah, I've got the Abzan one done. I've got
Who's Abzan?
no,
I am a horrible Magic the Gathering host. You can tell.
Abzan is green, white, black.
Oh, I thought you were doing just the I don't know, Selesnya.
No, brother, all the colors are gonna go.
Okay, so my wife and I, as you know, I've been on vacation for this last week, moved my wife back from grad school. And before we left the town that she was doing grad school in, we went to kind of this market area where it's like a lot of local shops, and they had a TCG store down in this area, which was mind-blowing to me. And we went up there, and it was like in this old, like you can tell this place was probably built in like the early 1900s, and it was like in this second story and had like all this crown molding. I'm like, this is the fanciest card shop I've ever seen. but they had banners of all of the Ravnica guilds, and
Oh.
I just gave a TED talk to my wife basically there on, this is what the colors are, and these are the guilds when you pair them, and then I'm like, hey, remember when I taught you the guilds? Chief made some music for the guilds.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Great segue.
it was a good check on learning, as I say.
Check on learning. Yeah. So you quizzed her the whole way home,
Yeah,
and like you're
yeah.
supposed to be a grad scholar. How do you not remember these?
But
Yeah. I was working on the Orzhov one today, trying to convince the AI what creepy means, because I want it to be like unnerving music, and trying to like the AI is very confused. So we're still working on it.
man, what would be like a creepy
I was
Orzov?
going for
To
like
me,
I was
like
going
oh no, would they be like a Skrillex?
so I was going for like Adam's Family verse, but also like a Queen rock band with like the orchestra
Like an
choir music.
organ.
That's yeah. Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah,
trying to do, and yeah, the AI was
that's
very
funny.
confused. It's like, you want emo pop song, and I'm like, no, no, that's
Oh,
not,
dude,
that's
they
not
can
what I
be
said.
like Good Charlotte or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
something like that. Yeah, we'll get there. It's
I don't
gonna
know.
take a little bit of
Orzhov would
work.
be emo, I would think. Like life is pain and suffering.
Well, I was going for really heavy in the vampire direction, so
As is tradition.
as is tradition.
As
Anyway,
is tradition.
we'll get there. We'll get there. I haven't even built my Warzov deck yet, so that'll be. I've got time. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's right. How many more do you have to do to reach all the color pairing? What did you say that number was you're doing? The what?
32 is the magic number,
Yeah.
and I think as of recording, I'm at 16 right now.
16.
So about halfway there.
Halvesies.
Um, Halvesies, yeah. Well, I say 16. I'm lacking in a. There's a few of them that are missing some crucial. So okay, we're gonna get into this. This is actually a really good segue into proxies. For I'm very pro proxy, and I know you are as well. My one bugaboo is I really want my commander to be a real card. Is that weird?
Always.
Like being
Dude, I am the same way. I
Okay,
am the
all right. I'm glad
exact
it's not
same
just
way.
me. Yeah. Okay. So I have a Sheoldred, but Sheoldred was like, when I was looking and trying to build her, it was like $80, and I'm like, I'm not paying $80 for one card. Like, you could buy a whole precon for $80. You know what I mean?
Yes.
100 cards. So bananas. But I really want it to go back to last episode where Enchantress decks. I want a Sheoldred that stacks punish you for all of that card draw you want to get off your Enchantress decks. I want you to suffer. You know what I mean? So
There
that was my revenge deck I built. We can do a whole episode on revenge decks one day, but
good old
that was my
spite deck.
revenge deck for spite decks for Enchantress. That's when I built Sheoldred on Archie deck. So I'm still waiting for those funds to come in from our sponsors before I build her, which is going to lead into this.
Oh,
Am I
segue to
coming
are we
in
in
a little bit?
Segwayception right now?
We are segues. You're so far deep right now. You don't even know where you are. Am I coming in pretty clear?
Oh,
Are you able to
super
hear
clear.
me a little
Oh,
better
it's
than last
crystal.
week by any chance?
It's crystal clear.
Perfect. So you were out of town this past week, so I didn't want to bother you. But our today's sponsor, they actually called me up. They heard the pilot on Spotify, and they were like, "We got to meet with you guys."
No way.
And I was like, "Yeah, Top's out of town. Really, really sorry. It's going to be just me." So they pulled me off to the side. We went and got a cup of coffee. And when I showed up, they had this microphone just sitting there on the table, and they're like, "We want you to do this ad read. We think, we really like the pod, but your voice sounds terrible." And I was just like, "Oh, well, I appreciate it. We'll take whatever help we can get." So they got me this microphone. And they were so embarrassed. They're like, no, you still sound like shit. But so they let me keep the microphone, and I haven't heard from them since. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the ad read here.
Do it.
I'm assuming they still want me to do it.
Do we know the name of the
Stop,
company, or is it like just like
We're getting
two?
there. We're
Okay,
getting
okay,
there.
okay.
We're
You have
getting
like the
two
Men in
random
Black
dudes.
come up. It's like two dudes in black suits. You know what I mean?
They wanted pictures of my feet. I don't know what that had to do with
All right, continue. So continue.
No, you're good. What is the one thing you can't get enough of or pack for when you're going to an austere environment?
The one thing you can't get
The
enough of or
one thing
pack
you'll
for?
never have it. Nobody has ever packed enough. Not even our most esteemed users of said things.
Well, I'm gonna say coffee. You can never have
Caffeine
enough.
is the answer.
Hey,
Whether that
what's
be
up?
coffee or energy drinks, you're never gonna have enough wherever you're going. And that's where today's sponsor, Grenade Energy, comes in.
Right?
They have perfected the process of concentrating caffeine to maximize the amount you get to receive from a container. If you're still a basic Betty on caffeine, one of these is going to last you the whole day. One 16-ounce can has 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in it. It's gonna wire you up. They are not responsible. They did make this very clear. They are not responsible for anything that happens to you before, after, or during the consumption of their product. But it comes in 4 flavors: Mike 67, Incendiary, Flashbang, and White Phosphorus. I tried all of them right before this. I am so wired right now. I can't even see
Did you
straight.
do a suicide and mix them all in one
Just
glass?
I just poured them all in one cup. I didn't have time before the show to like taste test all of them. Tried all of them. The White Phosphorus was a little gritty. It was a little concerning. But it was very anyway.
It continued
Very
to burn
wired.
even when you drank it, huh?
Yeah. But go ahead and pull the pin on your day. That's their slogan.
Slick.
Yeah.
Dang.
You like that? For our YouTube viewers, I actually did a little ad. My wife helped me because I don't know what I'm doing. But we actually did a little ad promo for it. It's pretty good.
Oh my goodness, dude. That's awesome. Do they come in like hand grenade shaped containers?
They do. I'm gonna send you a picture of it
Okay.
right now.
Just like last week's sponsor, Fuck Off Bugs, pretty soon they're going to be in our merch store too. They gave us the decal with the floating monk hands. What if the floating monk hands also held
It
the
provided
energy
you with a
drinks?
grenade energy. Yeah.
Bro.
All right.
I'm just saying.
And sent over to you for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent. I think Shark Tank, I'm a buyer. I'm in on that.
You're all in.
I'm all in.
All I had when I was in my mind was thinking of our soldier that I was certain was going to have a heat stroke or a caffeine overdose in Kuwait, our second MOB. I know you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not saying his name. He was consuming 1,000 milligrams of caffeine before breakfast, and then another one in the afternoon.
Well, we had 2 people that would drink this insane amounts of caffeine a day.
Oh yeah,
One
for
in,
sure.
One in 2 countries. Yeah. One in one country, one in the
Yeah,
other.
I was talking about the guy in Kuwait, but yeah, the guy in Qatar, he had 1 bottle of water the entire 9-month deployment. So
He was proof that you do not need to drink water to stay
yeah,
hydrated.
that's a safety note for those of you back home. You don't actually need water to survive. You can survive off Coke Zero and Sprite, and you'll be fine.
Nicotine and caffeine. That's probably like the food pyramid of a military service member. That is the base.
What wins nations' wars? It's caffeine and nicotine. That's for sure. Yeah.
That's so good. I'm looking at the decal you sent me. Is the spelling is a little off, but
Oh no! So that is the pure AI version before I fixed it. I touched it up, but yeah, no. When I
I'm like, what?
The AI doesn't know that I'm not a Russian spy, so it sends things in weird writing.
It's so funny. All right, so quick tangent, non-magic related. So my wife and I
Okay.
went to Niagara Falls on the way home. If you want to see like any type of this like natural wonder of the world, just go there and you just be like, holy cow, life is so insignificant when I'm by this kind of thing. It's just so massive.
Sure.
But they had these signs all along that had like danger, don't jump over the rail like an idiot, right? And it had like a picture of a person trying to jump over a rail with a red circle with a line crossed through saying, hey, don't fucking jump to your death, kind of a thing. Well, I don't know why they had the word danger underneath it. I would say half the day thought it said dancer. And my wife and I are walking. I'm like, why the hell? What do they have against people and not dancing? And she just stops and
There's
looks at me.
strictly no dancing
Yes.
at Niagara Falls.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I've heard that.
was this like an epidemic that was going on where they had all these street performers? But
You
I had to double
only have
take
to
at
have them fall
your
off
thing. It's like, okay,
one time.
I swear I'm smart. But yeah, that was apparently you can't dance at Niagara Falls.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
That's all I've
it's
ever
really
wanted.
funny.
All right.
Okay, back to proxies. Did you
Yes.
finish your thought on that?
I mean, so my one bug, like I said, one bugaboo. The only stinker is I want my commander to be the real card, but everything else is fair game as far as I'm concerned.
Is there a dollar limit you would do for the commander?
Well, obviously, right now my shielder, it is we're all here. You're all listening to us either way. What's Shieldred running as of 31 August? You know what I mean?
So, like for me, I look at it like, okay, I make like a dollar value to where if this is non-commander right now, because I really haven't built a commander that's been terribly expensive. Shieldred was very expensive because she was like a standard staple, right? She was a big
She's
thing
only
in the
been
standard.
printed once.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's running 65 still, and that she came out.
And that's the basic version, right?
Yes,
That's bananas.
she came out September 2024.
In this set, Phyrexian will be one. Is that the set that it came out in?
Dominaria
Dominaria
United.
United? Huh. That's crazy. Well, I get.
That can't be right.
Is
It's gotta be
Dominaria?
older than that.
I don't play standard. I don't know if it's still in cycle, but I mean, was it Vivi?
It is not.
She's already owning standard, so who plays any other deck? But is it Vivi or the blue red?
Eevee.
Yeah, apparently that character is running amok in standard, and
Well, yeah, for sure.
but I don't know. I mean, think about it.
It was 2022, so even older. So sorry, not to pull away. Shielder came
Yeah.
out 2022, so
60.
over 3 years ago.
So if you pay $40, or excuse me, say you set a limit of $100, dang, like 60% of that is tied up in your commander, 65%.
Yeah,
And then
easy.
yeah, that's crazy. But I don't know. I'm of the things like, okay, I like my commander to be the actual card, but
Yeah.
I haven't ran into that instance where my commander, other than Atraxa, I have an Atraxa deck that I haven't played in forever, but she's only 27, but man, she's been printed so many times still.
Yeah. She's the most popular commander.
Yeah. I need to rework that deck. That was my Infect Proliferate deck. I haven't really given it much love lately.
I was gonna say, what else do you need to do? I mean, you destroy. I mean, you already. For those of you purely on the Spotify, we're keeping track. I got thrashed again this week. So.
I think well, two weeks in a row or 2 games in a row, I drew the right card at the right time to have the answer. You know,
It's a little suspicious.
I'm just
That's all.
saying it's a little sus. A little
little
sus.
suspicious. No, it was a good game though. For sure. I mean, not to get off proxies too far, but one of the best cards in that deck is a Proxy, and that's my Aetherflux Reservoir. And if I could have kept that on the board, I would have. It
Oh
would have been
yeah.
over.
Well, that other one where you gain 50 life, you win the game, right? And you have the
Well,
second
I
son
I
in that one
literally
too, right?
played that. I literally played that to bait you into using
Oh,
uh,
so you can do the
your
ether
counter
flux.
spell. I knew you'd counterspell it, so I was just like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
That way, I can get my
I
Aetherflux out.
am
Because I
more afraid of that than ether flux because with
well,
ether
okay,
flux, I can like I had I'm just gonna say it. I had Teferi's protection in my hand.
sure.
So even if you
Hmm.
shot that at like if you shot ether flux at me, I could have done that. But with the other, I even if I Teferi's, you would have won. So to me, that was the scarier card because I knew one of the two was going to come out, and I chose that one to counter.
Yeah, Aetherflux has its own built-in life gain into it.
Hmm.
So that's the reason I would say it's a little bit more. But anyway, like I said, not to get too far off the proxy thing. But yeah, that's I mean, Aetherflux Reservoir is running. I want to say it's 20 still.
Okay. So
So
how I go about with proxies, one, commander has to be legit. That's just like, I don't know, just my thing. And then how I go about it after that is anything over, I think it's $5 is usually where I draw the limit. Anything over $5, I usually proxy. And then anything under, I'll go out and buy it. I mean, you're still dropping 50, 60, sometimes $100.
oh,
You know what I mean?
easy. Yeah, for me, what I try to do is try to buy from local game stores first. Personal preference, want to help small business, want to help the local game store. Uh anything $5 or less, I try to buy from them. And then if I have to go to online stores, usually if it's less than $2, I'll buy from Card Kingdom, and if not, I go proxy. Is kind of how I do. Uh, that's my dollar amount. It's a lot more work, a lot more running around, but
So,
I don't know. That's just the way I do it.
in the notes that we have for this episode, I asked a question in there, and
There's no script,
yeah, I listened
if you can't tell.
to a video. The YouTuber's name is Pleasant Kenobi. He was doing a video on a topic, and someone did a I don't know if it was a Twitter thing saying, "Does proxies stifle creativity?" or something along those lines. And I would almost say yes in a way because being this is looking at it from my lens, I guess is the way it is. But I feel like whenever I have the whole pool of magic to my availability to include like the OG duels, any your mana drains, your Ristic studies, um, your Jessica's wills, like you fit those in your decks because they make your decks hum really, really well. You know the One Ring, right? You know it's
Oh
$100. It's
yeah,
up
for
back up to
sure.
$100 right now,
Like
according to
$95 right now.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you insert that to make your deck hum better? But then,
It's literally the best card draw in the game
yeah.
as of right now. I have it in every single one of my decks.
But does that
But
cause
it's
each of your decks to kind of play out the same, right? Like you're playing the same cards to get the same effects just to find the one piece to make your card do the thing it needs to do. You know what I mean?
okay. I see where you're going with this,
Yeah.
but for staple cards or cards that do the thing that we want to do, as we talked a little bit last episode, I've seen the light. I've been reborn in the light of the command zone. I know the formula, the super secret formula, and you need 10 to 12 card draw minimum per deck, right?
Yes.
Uh, in green, if you're running a green creature deck, it would be foolish to not have Beast Whisperer in your deck.
Oh,
It
For
literally does the thing that I want to do.
Or Guardian Project.
What'd you say?
Or Guardian Project. It's the same thing, but in a
Guardian Project. I played both of those this game.
Mhm.
I'm trying to. There's several of them. There's the
Yes.
other one that you draw a card every time a creature is battlefield, and all your creatures have trample. It's like it's a no-brainer add to green decks, right? But that doesn't make my deck not creative. It's just foolish to not add those
Right.
cards to my library.
But that's going on theme
Because I
with your
want
deck, right? It's a creature deck. I'm gonna
sure.
play creatures to get value off the creatures versus everyone thrown in a Soul Ring because it's the best card in Magic. You know what I mean? Does that
I
make
mean, you could
sense?
make the same. You can make the same. I mean, Soul Rings are like a nickel though, and the same for Command Tower, right? If Command Tower had only been printed one time, it'd be a $50 card,
Oh,
right?
bro.
But the fact that it's in every single precon, it's basically free. You could probably go to your local game store and they'd give it to you for free. So,
Right. Well,
but
I
again, if you're running more than one color, why would you not have
oh for
Command
sure.
Tower in your deck?
But well,
I don't think that
does the availability and accessibility of proxying does it? I would say almost for newer players, does it steer
it's a
them
trap to
more
newer players.
into
Yeah.
being more of a good stuff deck? Like I'm just gonna, I know this is good, I'm gonna throw it in it. You know what I mean? It becomes I have no other better word of saying than just a good stuff deck versus you know guard like having a theme. It's a creature deck, so I'm going to formulate all of my draw or all of my value. I guess that's a better word. All of the value being additional mana, additional card draw based off of the theme of the deck, whether if it's like a spellslinger deck, a creature deck, enchantress. Like you play an enchantment, you get benefits from playing the enchantment. You play a spell, you get benefits for playing the spell. Versus, let's just say, a token deck, and then you throw in Rhystic Study because you need a card draw. Versus throwing in something that that draws you cards based off of like you generating tokens or a creature entering the battlefield. You know, they go for like, oh, this is super easy to add. I'm just going to throw it down because I see all these gameplay videos with it. Does that make sense?
I 100% hear what you were saying, but I think for me, the way I'm seeing the game meta, at least in our little pods, right, and the local games I've seen played, uh, your creativity is only limited by your imagination, right? If you're using proxies. If you're not using proxies, your creativity is now limited to your wallet size,
Yeah.
right? So whether you're drawing the proxy, which is old as time, right? People have been doing it since the game was invented. Drawing on a land and saying, this is X, or going out and buying a quote unquote real proxy, for $1, getting any card in the game. Uh, you have the ability to build the deck you want to build without spending. If you scroll through Archie decks, some of my decks are like $1,500 if they were built
Does it have OG
all real
duels in it?
cards, right? I'm sorry.
Does it have the OG dual lands?
No, it's got the 9 Nazgul,
Oh,
and
okay.
those aren't cheap still. They still
Uh-huh,
haven't come
uh-huh.
down. The One Rings still crashing out
Yep.
crazy amounts. Uh, I was thinking about my words of earlier because we brought it up, so that's where my brain jumped to. But like all of for arguably, like you said, an inexperienced player, I think everyone goes through that at some point. But it's gonna be, I'm building a Simic deck. I gotta have all these blue green cards. I'm gonna go on EDH Rec. I'm gonna look up all the
Mm-hmm.
best blue green cards. I'm gonna put them in there.
Yeah.
That might win you some games
Yeah.
just because you have good cards and you're playing people at your power level. But just because Archidex says you're a 4 That does not mean your deck actually has the symmetry and the ability to actually roll along and act like a 4. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You can trick, you can check all the boxes to be a bracket 4, bracket 5 deck. And for those of you that don't know what that is, the bracket system, they changed it. It used to be power level. That was the way decks were measured. And then earlier this year, they changed it to the bracket system, which I think is a lot more efficient with the game changers. But inversely, now there's some cards that are labeled game changers, such as Rhystic Study or Cyclonic Rift or Jessica's Will, Dark Ritual, things like that, which having them in your deck, quote unquote, instantly makes them better, right? But like there's other cards which I would arguably say literally change the game much more incredibly, such as Braids. The mono blue Braids literally changes the game. It is a completely different game when she's on the field. Everyone's playing things for free. I think that's the literal definition of a game changer, and it doesn't fit. But I could argue on that hill any day of the week what should actually quantify as a game changer. But having a certain number of game changers in your deck was what raises your quote unquote bracket level, right? If you put X number of bracket, you have 100 cards in your deck and you have X number of game changers, your deck's going to be labeled a 4, and you can show up to your local game store and sit down at the 4 table. And if you did not build it with symmetry and where things are playing off each other and there's an actual strategy to winning the game, you will lose every single game, because having good cards does not mean you're going to win. It doesn't mean you have the best deck.
And this is where I say a highly optimized deck will be a good stuff deck any day of the week.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. I remember when we went, it was that first trip back in Kuwait during this latest MOB. And we sat down for that tournament, and I had that mono green Hydra deck that I literally had thrown together for the tournament. It wasn't even like done. I had just taken all the hits for my Hydra deck, and I just threw them all together in there. And the Kali of the Vast deck player sat across the table from me, and he was bragging about, this deck's an $800 deck. This deck's an $800 deck. And it was best 2 of 3, and he was just like, he asked me how much my deck was worth, and I was like, I don't know. If I counted the sleeves, probably $25. I don't know. And he was just like, all right, well, this will be over quick. And I thrashed him. Because every time he'd play a card, he would he'd leave himself completely vulnerable. And I was like, well, I know what that card does, because it sets up the next thing and the next thing, because I've seen Kali of the Vast decks before. So, and I just ran fight spells like a trucker, and I just ran him over.
Well, was
and
that the
game was
same
over.
one where you throw down Whip Tongue Hydra and you just wipe that dude's board? He had the card where anytime he did something, he got like a flying fairy or something like that.
Yeah, that was the second round of that tournament. But yeah, Whip Tongue Hydra, love that card. It only works on certain, usually blue-white decks, blue-black decks with a bunch of flyers. But yeah, play him, destroys all flyers on the field, and then you get a number 1/1 counters equal number of flyers destroyed that way. And he had built up this board state the entire game. I had Whip Tongue Hydra in my hand for like 5 turns, and I was just like, all right, it's about that time.
So, I think I told you I am building a Rurik Thar 100% creatures deck, right? I think I told you that, haven't I?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that is kind of what got me on this whole, does proxying, having that crutch where you can just fit in the good stuff, does that actually stifle creativity? Because I had to go through, because I like to have at a minimum 10 card draw And that can just be a single like instant or sorcery. I play a spell, I draw a card. Or it can be, like you said, Guardian Project. That can be a sorcerer card draw. Anything that draws you more than one card a turn. That is what it constitutes card draw for me. And then the same for ramp. I like to have at a minimum 10 sources of ramp uh, in my decks. So being having to find creatures, because right now in Archie deck I have in this Rurik Thar deck 63 creatures. It is so odd looking at this, and it's just this line when I have it in the view as in the stack. It just you have to scroll down because it's so deep. But I began to like realize like, you know, if you really sat down and mapped out, okay, here is my game plan with my commander. I want to with this, I want to avoid playing anything other than a creature because I want my opponents to be punished for playing non-creature spells because Rurik Thar does 6 damage to a player that plays a non-creature spell. And
Any player,
yeah, and for a spell slinger deck, dude,
Oh,
2 spells,
yeah.
that's over a quarter of your starting life total. Let alone this is a 6 CMC commander. So by that time, maybe I might be able to get him out on turn 4. So
That's a big if with no ramp, but yeah.
I mean, you'd be surprised. There are
No, I believe you.
cards
Yeah.
here you tap and you add. It's just basically Gaia's Cradle on a creature. You tap, add a number of force equal to the number of creatures you have.
I was gonna say you're running green,
Yeah.
so there's creatures that tap for mana too. So
Now, one thing I will always buy proxies of are the mana bases, because to me, mana base is everything, and being able to have not only the quantity of mana that you need, but having the correct colors to cast the spells that you need as well. And like the OG duels not being a turn behind, because you like how I showed you the light on you need card draw, you need ramp and all this. You showed me the light on taking out, oh my goodness, what is it? It enters tapped, it untaps, then you can tap it to put 2
Myriad
basics.
Landscape.
Myriad Landscape. I took all that because I
throw it
realized
away.
I'm setting myself back 2 turns. 2
Yeah.
turns. Why? Why am I doing that to myself? That makes no sense. So
This is a message to everyone. This is not Chief Corgi. This is Chaplain Corgi here speaking now, giving you the good word. If you have a Myriad Landscape in your deck right now, and it's not a landfall, and you're just trying to pull some trickermaroo, it's garbage. Take it back to whoever gave it to you. Sell it back to them for a nickel. You don't
it's
need
about
it.
what it's worth.
You'll never need it. It's garbage. If you think it runs good, you're probably not playing it right because you can't even get 2 different lands off of it. You can only get the same 2 lands off of it. It is a
and it's
there are
basics
not
only,
very
right?
it has to be the same basic. So if you get a mountain, you have to get 2 mountains. You can't get a mountain and a plains or a mountain and a forest. You have to get the same thing.
Yeah. So in this Rurik Thar, I put in Gaia's Cradle. Why? Because I needed. I don't have access to any of the artifacts, like your artifact ramp package. I have no access to that. So Gaia's Cradle, $1,300. That's a mortgage
You don't just
payment.
have that line around.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really?
I think Grenade Energy might come back with some money after the ad read.
Maybe
I don't
with
know how that
the
works.
combined sales of Grenade Energy and Fuck Off Bucks, I might be able to afford it. I couldn't even imagine what. I think they have these in foil. I don't even know what that would cost. 10,000, 13,000. Anyway,
I can give you a quick. That's what I'm here
unreal.
for, buddy.
But so to put it in perspective, ArchiDeck has calculated a total price of Rurik Thar to be $2,500. And then Gaia's Cradle is, we're just going to call it $1,400. It's $1,399.99. What's this called? $1,400 at this point. And then
nice and even, yeah.
Taiga is $450. So we're looking at what, $1,800 roughly between the two.
Yeah, at least.
So that means $800 of this deck is the actual deck, somewhere around there, maybe
This is
$500.
saying this is saying $2,700 for the foil, by the way.
It's unreal. Uh,
Stupid.
I mean, I love this game. I sleep well at night proxying. I've supported WotC. I've supported my local game stores by buying sealed. I'm a big, I don't know if you would call me like a dabble or put my toe into the water of buying sealed and just throwing it in a closet. I've told Cheap multiple times I'm either going to make a lot of money off of it, or we are going to bring in all of our friends and we're going to like get a
And one
condo.
lucky listener.
Yeah, one lucky listener, and then we'll just do a week long draft extravaganza with all these different sealed boxes that I'm hoarding in my closet. That my wife's like, if this ever leaves the closet, you can't buy anymore. So I find creative ways of storing it. But yeah, I think it
Digging a
covers.
hole under
Oh.
his house.
So my last point on proxying, I guess we're wanting to talk about Universes Beyond, and does the perpetual increase in the cost of Magic, does that justify buying a proxy? I think it's all this personal preference in a way.
I would say, like we talked about, every Magic player is gonna go through the phase of, holy cow, I need a force of will in this deck, even if you're not a spell slinger, need blue counter deck spells, right? Everyone's gonna go through that phase where they're gonna go buy those cards, those good cards, your Cyclonic Rifts, your whatever. It would behoove you to buy proxies when you're in that phase, I would say. As you mature and get better at Magic, then you can be like, well, I really like playing mono black. I'd like to get Shieldred one day. You know what I mean? Do it. If you like just busting open packs and getting super excited when you get that epic pool, I get it. I did the same thing with Final Fantasy. My wife and I were opening booster packs. She kept getting all the good cards. I should have just let her open all the packs. She got my Tifa Surge foil, everything else. So I get it. It's a lot of fun. It's a good dopamine hit. But if you're just looking for the cards to make your deck hum, just, try proxies out.
The one other thing about proxying, it allows you to play at levels where you wouldn't normally otherwise, right? You can play a more highly optimized deck, and it allows you to, for the same price, make more decks. So you can try more things. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So let's just say, even, it's 100 cards. If all the cards were $1, that's $100. That is not cheap. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
even with proxying, I don't even know if you can really get it under $100 anymore.
Not unless you're buying 200 plus cards at a time. Yeah.
Sure.
Buying 2 decks worth of cards at a time.
That's the other, I guess, the benefit of proxying. It allows your dollar to
Go further.
stretch further. You can make
Mhm.
multiple decks, and being able to have multiple decks that do multiple things, it to me, it makes you a more well-rounded Magic player. Because if there's one thing that new players are risk adverse to, that is their life total. And we all know life is a resource. I will gladly drain myself 20 life to draw 20 cards any day of the week.
Every time.
Twice on Sunday.
Every time.
Where
Yep.
like a new player would be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose half of my life, kind of a thing. But you could have a deck that it really leans into the life is a resource kind of a bit. Anyway, that is that. But in the lens of military, proxies are very important because going into some of these more austere locations, I want to protect my investment. So
You don't want to take Gaia's Cradle to the Middle
if I
East
had
on
a
it.
Gaia's Cradle, I would not. Hell no. For the military service members, I think proxying is very, very beneficial for us in protecting, because really it's a tradable card game, right? These things have aftermarket value. I would not take a Force of Will downrange with me.
I think the most expensive card I took
Yeah.
with me.
But
I don't know.
that's the one that's how I would lean into it on the military side, is use it to your advantage to protect your investment into this game. And if you have expensive cards like your Force of Wills, oh my goodness, Fierce Guardianships, anything
Deadly Roller
really over, I
Copies.
would say like $20, buy a proxy
Oh,
for, you know, that's
yeah.
really my
We were
last thing
playing.
on proxies.
We were playing at Global Medic
Uh-huh.
at the end of the after the index. Me and a couple other soldiers, we got some MRE boxes out, and we were playing. They couldn't believe I brought my decks out there. They're just like, What do you mean you got your magic cards?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I mean, these two, they're mostly proxies with a couple of real ones thrown in there for the mix, but yeah." We were playing Magic on these memory boxes, writing our life total. So we didn't have our phones or anything. We were writing our life total on the box, just scratching it, flipping the box after every. But yeah, I was running. That was before I had the real version of Baitor. I still had the proxy of my Baitor deck, my Abzan deck, and yeah, they thought it was a real card for the first 3 games. They're like, "Don't you want to get that out of the sun? Don't you want to move it over here to the shade?" I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's $1."
For
Anyway.
Obosh, back when the One Ring was $50, I'm like, you know what? They're never going to reprint this. I'm going to go pick up the One Ring and actually have a copy of it. And I'm so glad it did, but I would never, ever take that downrange with me. No way. Or on an FTX. I even have that, like, I have them double sleeved too, but you know, your bag can get like everyone's stuff looks the same, right? Even though you may have a name tag on it. You know, there's only one thief in the army. Everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back in a
What I've
way.
heard.
Yeah. So I wouldn't risk that.
So it looks like I'm on. We're gonna do the chief finance minute here in a minute. But it looks like you did buy it at its bottom.
Woo!
TCG player is saying the lowest price was $52
Okay.
and that happened in December of last year. And they're saying, and from what I'm seeing, I think they thought it was going to get banned in January, and it didn't. And it's been steadily climbing ever since. So it's sitting pretty at 75 right now as the average price for a lightly played base version of the One Ring.
What did Post Malone buy the 101 for? It was like $2 million or something
It was
like
like
that.
2 mil. Yeah. He plays with it too.
In the card slab?
Yeah, no, and like he busted it open. It has it in a regular sleeve.
Get out of here.
He was like, "I bought it. I'm gonna play with it."
You know, good for him.
Respect. Yeah.
I would be sweating bullets every time I went to go shuffle that thing, but
I mean, that's probably. I mean, 2 million to him might be a grand to you.
I'm pretty sure he has FU money.
Yeah,
For
he's fine.
sure.
All right, you ready for Corgi Finance Minute?
Let's do it.
Okay, I got 3 things for you. Are you ready?
Hit me.
All right, number 1, we're gonna talk about. So they did the first big drop for Spider-Man pre-release yesterday. I don't know if you caught any of that.
I didn't.
Did you see any of those?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this will be fun. So they have a Bolus Citadel that you can put in your command zone now.
That's wild. It's a legendary enchantment?
Yeah, you're.
Or is it like a background?
It's a legendary creature. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Let's keep power creeping. What's up?
Why not? All right. So this is Gwynnum Remorseless. So spoilers for those of you that didn't know, but eventually everyone gets infected by Venom, to include Gwen Stacy. So Gwynnum is a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink, 5-drop, so it's 1 less than Bolus Citadel. Whenever she attacks, until end of turn, you can look at the top card of your library at any time. You may look until end of turn, you can look at your top of your library. You can look at it any time. And then when she attacks, you can play the card from the top of your library, and instead of paying the mana value, you just pay with life instead.
Okay. I don't know
This
why
has
they had
been
to give it Death Touch. Like, what does Death Touch have to do anything with that card? Other than I don't want to block with it.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's the thing, right? Like, if it gets bonked, it's dead, right?
right.
So, like, if you only get to swing it once,
Yeah. I would block
yeah,
with it. I would block it every time. Just so they would never come at me with it.
yeah. So obviously, this is gonna go if any top deck manipulation deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Dang.
just gonna be an auto include. It's not even been revealed like the foil versions or anything, but like they're predicting it's gonna on day one it's gonna be $120.
Well, it's going to be standard.
It's yeah, but anyway, Bolas Citadel is currently sitting at 11 on TCG Player Card Kingdom, sitting around $11. I would think that if you can hold off and not buy it right off the rip, if you're wanting the real version, you can probably count on it selling in somewhere in the low 30s, I would imagine. Probably first of the year. Well, not first year, probably closer to a year after it's been released. But yeah, great proxy pickup for you, though, if you're looking for a mono black commander that is Bolsa Citadel. I didn't know this till I was researching for this episode. Bolsa Citadel is in over 60% of all black decks. If there is black in a commander color, both Citadels in there.
Is it a game changer card?
It is not, as far as I'm
How
aware.
is that not a game changer card? But they have Jessica's Will as a game changers card.
I feel like we could do a whole episode on.
I feel like they just took a shotgun and they're just like, all right, let's put a bunch of card names on the wall. I'm gonna fill this with bird shot, and whichever one gets hit by a pellet, that's what's going on it.
You're scaring me. You sound very. I don't know why you're yelling at me. I didn't come up with a list. I'm looking. Bullet Citadel is on the Game Changers list.
Oh, it is? Okay. All right.
Mhm.
As I was.
It's one of the more recent additions.
Well, to me, that's a no-brainer. Anything that lets you play cards for free. And enchantments are, I would say, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, one of the more, outside of lands, obviously, is probably the most difficult permanent to deal with.
That's why Enchantress decks are so annoying.
Yeah. So, and then oh man, could you imagine if the deck you played tonight, if it had black in it, you could play Bolas' Citadel in there?
Oh yeah,
Bro. Like any Lifegain deck that has black in it with Bolas' Citadel, unreal.
Oh yeah,
Unreal.
and then just add her in there too, because it just makes she lifelinks and death touches and does Bolas' Citadel. It's a she'll if and that's the thing with the lifelink in there. If what you top deck is 4 or less, it's free.
Wow.
Insane. All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
what's the next
number
one?
2. I'm gonna butcher this name. It's Ouroboros. It's an Edge of Eternity's card.
Okay.
4 mana. It's mono green. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X/1/1 counters on each creature you control where X is the creature's power.
Brother
is correct. When I was researching for this episode, on the day the set dropped, which was mid-July, it came out right at $30, which makes sense. I mean, this is like a counter deck's dream, right? Like, I get to, you put counters on this so that you can put counters on all your other creatures. It's insane. It's like a better version of Forgotten Ancient, really.
Yeah. Can you read the card again for me? Is it what kind of permanent is it? Did you say creature?
It's a creature, and it's a 1/3 when it comes out. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, put X/1/1 counters on each creature you control where X is this creature's power. So if you can pump, and it's on your combat. So if in your main phase, if you can Titanic Growth it or Unnatural Growth, if you have Unnatural Growth on the field, it's going to double whatever it is. Ouroboros. Ouroborid.
There it is. Let's take a look. See at you. Oh, okay. All right. Is it in there? Did I put it in there? It's in Rorik Thar.
There you go.
It's in
So
Edge of
if you're gonna,
Eternity's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So if you're, so it came out at $30. It nosedived for whatever reason. It was like slept on. Got down to $14 beginning of August, and it is sitting at 26 right now. So you are wanting to get a real version of this card, you need to do it immediately, or you can proxy it for $1, and you don't have to worry about that problem.
So, all right, I'm gonna let you finish the stocks moment, and then we're gonna go into top soapbox here. Yeah.
Perfect.
What's our third?
All right, last
card?
one. Last one is Corey Steelcutter.
Okay.
I know we don't play standard, but you've heard of this card, I'm sure. This was the commander staple before VV became a thing.
Okay.
Have you heard of Corey Steelcutter?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will learn you. It's mono red artifact equipment. It's 2 to play, 2 to equip. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has trample, and haste.
Okay.
This second ability, you don't even have to have it equipped to anything. It's just a static ability. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white monk creature with prowess and attach this equipment to it. You may attach this equipment to it.
Dang.
For 2 mana, you can play this.
Are you gonna put that in dog meat?
Well, that's the thing. It's really, really good for Voltron decks. And if you could build like an Equipment Matters deck, but also like a token deck.
Well, it helps you go
Cards
wide.
like
It like gives
that's
you
the thing.
protection
If you
with your Voltron.
so
It gives you a
the
body to
Final
block.
Fantasy the Final Fantasy equipment deck, the cloud version, the precon for it was an Equipment Matters deck, but it was also a go wide deck. It wanted you to attack all of your opponents each turn. Because the more opponents you attack, the more damage you were doing. Everyone got buffs. It was great. Corey Steelcutter, it was running at 11. It got banned in standard at the end of July, beginning of August. It got banned. Prices nosedive. So if you're looking to get a real version of this card, before you were looking at close to $15, now it's sitting at less than $6. So almost in that sweet spot. It's probably going to be less than $1 by the end of the year.
Well, in Card Kingdom, they have it for $9 right now.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
So with it being banned in standard because it was the standard staple before VV came along, and really you could probably run it with VV because it's in the right colors, it was probably going to be a real problem. That's why they banned it. So, but it's still legal in Commander. So if you run an equipment deck of any kind, really, if I didn't already have an equipment deck, I'd be a little tempted to build something around that. But yeah, there you go. There's your finance minute.
All right. We need to have like okay, so on our first MOB, we made a kind of a mockumentary.
Yeah.
Where
I watch it every year.
We made a video. So we had a talent show at the end of the MOB, and me, you, and a few of the other guys, we made basically like an Office-esque film. And part of it, we go into watching the news, and we have like this this segment where it's like the evening news. We need to have like the market minute or something like that.
Oh, I do. When you watch the YouTube version, yeah, you need to watch the YouTube. All of you listening, you need to go over to our YouTube channel. Our first full episode is over on there, and I've got nice little videos for Top Soapbox and for Chief's Finance Minute. It's all on there for your viewing pleasure.
Okay, yeah, like I said, this is going to be the best Magic the Gathering podcast because we're just going to have all this outrageous stuff. But back to Top Soapbox. So, I understand why they're doing what they're doing. They're making they have to make these universes beyond cards very enticing because they need to sell. Outside of like the fanboy stuff being like, oh, it's Final Fantasy, I'm a Final Fantasy fan, I want to get it, right? have cards in there. It's just like, oh, I want that. That's going to go up in price. I need to buy that kind of a bit. I'm thinking they're wanting to make standard they're changing it how I view sports ball in a way. They want to make it very fast paced, very exciting to watch. Like these big like swings, these big powerful spells. But as they're this again anecdotal evidence, me on the outside looking in, I don't dabble in standard. You look at the decks that win these tournaments, and a vast majority of them are all the same.
It's the exact same deck build. It's just whoever gets the right cards. Yeah.
Right. So is that making riveting gameplay? Like seriously? Is it really making riveting gameplay? I think
I hear you. Yeah.
all right. I think what they need to do, what would be fun, is when you go to these tournaments, you have to bring multiple decks with you. And
Mhm.
you roll essentially a randomizer, and say you have to bring 3 decks with you. And you play the best of 3 games. You press a randomizer, all right, it's this deck versus that deck. I don't know. I don't know if that would make for better gameplay, or if it would just be up to, oh, who has the better matchup in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we could go down the rabbit hole of
Yeah.
when we were talking about what decks we were gonna play tonight. I was like, yeah, I want to play my Selesnya deck. I haven't played it since I upgraded it, but I will not play against your Rakdos deck with it because your Rakdos deck has so much. Your opponents cannot gain life. It nullifies everything that I'm trying to do. It's like there's literally no point in me playing.
Right.
Same thing with my mono white Corgi, my Blink deck. Against Feather, there's no point in us playing
Right.
because as soon as I'm on board, I can blink your commander every turn and you'll never get to play.
Yep.
So it's not fun for me. It's not fun for you.
Correct.
We literally sat down to play and I realized I was like, I win, and it was like turn 3, and you were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you'll never see your commander
Oh,
again
no.
if I'm a jerk.
Yeah. But going back, so
Um,
I understand why they're making cards the way they are. They have to sell product. And I think they're trying to make it exciting to new people getting into the game, right? But with that, I think it's lazy game design. Say what you will. I think adding more to a card or putting more abilities on a card is the laziest thing a game designer can do, because you're just getting around, okay, how can I really focus this? Like, we're just going to say our Arcades, right? He does a thing that allows cards that aren't useful really for anything, walls and defenders. Outside of Arcades, do you see them really anywhere?
no. Well, I mean, my Abzan version's
Sure, but
gotten kind of popular, but yeah.
it allows you to have a card to play these cards that really outside of Arcades are cards that do this, the thing like Arcades does. This really
Mhm.
it's null and void in any format other than having just a big wall in the way of someone where they can't hit you. Or on the other end of that, like Feather, it has this a couple lines of text, right? And what it does, it allows you to play these cheap, really like 10-15 cent spells that have really no worth in Commander, and it allows this one commander to just go off. To me, that's ingenious game design. That is what is my
Mhm.
current, like, what's the current card selection? What is not being used? Why is it not being used? And building a commander or something around that, and it brings in more game dynamics versus, all right, we're just gonna have a new insert name of a Final Fantasy character. We're going to give it 10 lines of text. It's going to have a card draw mechanic. It's going to have a power up mechanic, and it's going to have a tutor mechanic all on a stick. I don't find that ingenious game design by any means. To me, I kind of find that lazy. That's just that's like easy mode. And I'll go into this of like tutors. I am not a fan of tutors. I think it makes your decks run the same like you always go for the same card to make your deck work the same way versus building your deck in such that you have multiple outs to make it do that thing outside of your one deck that really does need Hermit Druid to kind of dump half of your deck into the graveyard.
You're not going to hurt my feelings. It's
No,
fine.
I can't remember
You can
the
say
name
them
of the
with
deck. I can't remember.
my Jund Hydra deck, Hydra Mire.
Yeah. I love that deck, by
yeah.
the way. I absolutely
It's-
love it.
Just wait till you see the upgraded version.
Oh, no.
Grenade Energy, send me the money so I can buy all the cards
Yeah,
I need to
but
upgrade this deck.
like that card, like it's a mechanic that not other card, like it doesn't have a built-in tutor, it doesn't have a built-in card draw, it doesn't have a built-in power-up. All at once, it does something very unique to that card. I don't know. That's just top soapbox. Stop being lazy in your game design and giving every card every ability under the sun. To me, it makes all commander decks run the same. But then again, it's like, how many more times can they find things to do?
I was gonna say,
right?
when
There's a
you're
finite amount.
releasing 6 sets a year, they're not all gonna
Unreal,
be
dude.
unique. You know what I mean?
All right, that's my soapbox stepping off. I'm just a simple guy. Like, let's keep it in the pocket and just let it hum, baby. You'll do all right.
Yeah, I would say with we talked a little bit about VV, right? VV is one of those you get to play a spell for free equal to the power of VV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, great, that makes sense. But like also building in the ability, like every time you cast a spell, it pumps itself. Like,
Do you really need
brother,
that? Like, for real?
do you really need that? Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I get it, for sure. But
Any hoozle.
well, I don't know. I don't have a timer.
We're at
where are we
1
at?
hour 7 minutes.
Oh my goodness, it's so long.
We didn't even talk about the game really this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about Etherflux Reservoir. Top 1, that's all you need to know. Lifegain decks are hard to run 1v1 because you're getting a lot of target on you. When you're playing it with multiple people, people are like, "Oh, he's just over there dirtling, gained a bunch of life," and then it's, oh, by the way, I won because I have over 50 life. So
People need to turn their cards sideways more. Put pressure on people. I've decided that's how I like to play. Like, put a counter on the board, and that's what Obosh does so well. You can play. I'm not going to stop you from playing like a Stax, but you are either going to lose life by playing a card, lose life by playing a land, lose life by tapping your mana, lose life by not tapping your mana, lose life by drawing a card. You can.
That's his version of fun.
Well, to me it speeds,
the game
along, up, right? And like going off of my,
I'm actually surprised you haven't played your
week.
Obosh deck yet.
Do I have? Okay, another thing on the proxies. If there's one thing I bling out in my decks and buy real of, that is full art mana bases. I love buying the real full art mana bases, and for Obosh, I have a Card Kingdom order coming in, and it has a bunch of new full arts for the mana bases. But I have some new cards for Feather coming in. I showed you a few of those. One being that one's like 1 planes, give your creature indestructible and draw a card. I'm like, holy smokes. Yeah. Can you imagine if that was instant? Unreal.
Yeah, it's so good.
And I have a few others. I have a new card coming in for my Defender deck. It is... Where is he at? Oh my goodness. Chief, you talk. I'm going to look for it so we don't have dead noise here.
You don't like the dead air?
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
The ambiance kill you.
The Pride of Whole Clad. Yep.
Yep.
Brother.
Definitely Cleed.
Unreal. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you can control. I would have paid
Yep, that's
1 forest for this because it's 10 generic, 1 forest for a 215. A 215 defender. So it triggers
Mhm.
Arcades. And then
Yep.
you can, has a not a triggered ability, just a regular, it's not a mana ability, triggered ability. It's just an ability. 2 and 2 islands. Until the end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Draw cards equal to its toughness. And it can attack as though it didn't have defender. So if you,
That's good.
it's so good. Like auto include
So
$2 at $2.99 or
Yeah.
$3.
All right, it's $3. Now I'm less certain I need this card.
Yeah, so I added that to Archimedes. 2 games in a row I have played green, white, blue. I don't know what that color or is that
That's
considered
Bant.
Bant?
Bant. B-A-N-T.
Yeah. Rakdos is my color pairing of choice. I'm a Rakdos at heart. Maybe we'll bust out Obosh next time.
Oh gosh, it's Obosh.
Uh,
I don't know what I would play 1v1 against Obosh.
so I talked about
I
how
might
Maurice is
play
going to be my
werewolves against your
werewolves.
Obosh.
That'd be
Yeah,
pretty
werewolves against Obosh. Go for speed. Try to knock you out before you can.
good. Yeah, Obosh
Yeah.
is very mid pace.
Yeah, you definitely want multiple players. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said the
Sorry, what were you saying?
the next deck I'm building is Marisi, Breaker of Coil. It's going to be my go deck. See, that is, in my opinion, this is the kind of, going back to top soapbox. I'm putting another foot on it right quick.
Yeah.
It leans into the goat ability. It's something that not a lot of things have, but it could totally change the dynamics of a game to where it makes your players attack your opponent's attack every turn. To me, that's good game design. It changes the pacing of a game versus everyone dirtling, doing something to draw a card, to do something, to pump up, to swing. Just like, you know what? I'm going to go to every single creature on the table, and you all just going to swing at each other, and I'm just going to sit back and watch. I don't know. I just find that interesting game design. Whether or not you agree,
No, I
don't
get
know.
it.
Top's always right.
Yeah.
Shit stops at the top, as they say. And
That's what they say.
what's the next deck you're building, Chief?
Next deck. I want every time I build a new deck, it's always trying to challenge myself. And for me, I think Super Friends is like something I haven't done before.
Okay.
A Super Friends deck, but I also want it to try and be a monocolor Super Friends deck. Because I think a lot of people build a Wooburg or build like a 4-color, 3-color Super Friends deck. So my challenge to myself, I'm trying to build a mono green Super Friends deck.
Who's going to be your commander?
It's
Vorinclex?
If you hadn't asked me, I could have told you. No, it could have been. I thought about it.
Vorinclex would have been good.
Yeah,
especially the ones that don't let you untap lands. You would have been the favorite of everyone at the table. But
why is everyone trying to kill me? No, it's actually so. A little something about me, and I know we're going long, but a little something about me. A little jokey joke between myself and Top. In our first MOB, I got a booster box for, was it War of the Spark 2019?
Mm-hmm.
And I got a Nissa Planeswalker, and I have rotated her through every single green deck I've ever played. And Top makes fun of me all the time for having a hard on for Nissa. His words exactly, not my words. So this is in my Archie deck. I named the deck Nissa Tribal because there's so many Nissa Planeswalkers in here. So Nissa is actually my commander, Nissa Vastwood Seer. So she ramps, which is great. And she actually flips into a Planeswalker, if you remember that set.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's my commander.
Interesting. Okay. So you have
it's all,
Karuk, you have is it Vivian? Vivian's another planeswalker that's mono green.
Vivian. There's a
Garruk's his name, right?
Rin and
He's like carries around an axe all the time. Garruk.
Farouk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the other one is Rin and Seven is I don't
I
remember
thought
what
Rin and
set that
Seven
came
was
from.
red. Was red green? Or was that Rin and
Nope. Mono
Six?
green. Maybe Rin and 6, but Rin and 7's mono green. I'm looking at it right now.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, I just got a lot of it's got a lot of turn your creatures into creatures and got a lot of proliferate and anyway.
Are you gonna throw a
Looks
Vorinclex
like it's
in there?
Vorinclex is in here.
Okay.
He was on my maybe list. I was really struggling with the whether or not this was gonna stick around, so we'll see.
Doubling season. Does that work
Doubling
for?
season effects, yes.
But there's another one. Doubling season. Then you have
Parallel lives.
that doesn't work, right? That's tokens.
Correct. Parallel lives does not work. It's only tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, because doubling season says counters. It doesn't say what type of counters. So
after I kind of
the
have.
hardened scales, all those cards don't work, but
Yeah.
doubling season does.
So you're going to be proliferating a lot to get those loyalty counters up.
That's the plan, and then just just make you have a bad time. You know.
I like it.
We were listening to a podcast. I can't remember who it was through, but they were talking about the rates of wins in decks. And Super Friends are not a very popular deck build type, but they have a super high win rate.
Well,
And I don't know if that's go ahead.
Well, I think the reason is because the table doesn't do correct threat assessment. Like everyone at the beginning is like, yeah, we got to keep chipping away at these planeswalkers, right? But then there's going to be the one guy, the same guy who doesn't pay for Rhystic Study, the same guy who doesn't pay for Smothering Tithe, who's going to be like, I'm going to do my thing, right? And then everyone else is like, well, if he's doing his thing, I'm going to do my thing. And then everyone loses sight of the true threat, which is the Super Friends deck, who's all of a sudden has all these emblems on the field. And everyone's like, oh no.
You lose with an emblem on the field. I have a lot of questions. What happened, man?
Well, was it Nisa whose emblem is all your lands become elementals creatures?
No. Nisa doesn't get. Hold on. I'm gonna lie to you. Don't let me lie to you.
It's Nisa who shakes the world. I thought.
Nisa who shakes the world. I do get an emblem. Lands you control have indestructible. Search your library for any number of forest cards. Put them on the battlefield tapped.
Yeah.
Then shuffle your library.
Can you imagine if you did that?
Not to mention, she taps all forests for 2. It's just too good.
Can you imagine? All right, say you get that off. You pull out all of your forest strikes. That's just what you do, right? And then someone farewells and exiles all creatures.
Oh, exiles them all. GG.
Well, could someone just kill me?
Steve doesn't scoop very often, but he will scoop for that.
I want to build a slivers deck, and I think if I build a Golgari, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be Golgari slivers.
Oh, okay.
I know that it's very basic Starbucks Betty, right? You pick like, is it Sliver Hive Lord or whatever that has all of them, and it gives like all of your slivers, like, I don't know, indestructible or some shit. But I don't know. I want to build a slivers. I love the thought of slivers to where each one adds to the overall abilities of all of your slivers, and that is such a cool mechanic to me.
It's like the allies deck, but it's not ETB. It's all the time. Yeah.
I don't know. That's the good game design I like. It knows its lane. It stays in it. It adds to it. It's very manageable. It is very manageable. It's not overpowered as long as you stay on top of the person playing, right? But
Oh no, slivers are kill on sight.
yes.
If you pull out a sliver deck, just know you're welcome at my table, but I will target you. I will ping you with the Land of War Elf. I will hit you with all my spells, and you can be upset about it, but that's just the game.
That is where. So if I were, know how in your you built a bunny deck where you made a bunch of proxy bunnies, like pictures that are like actual Magic cards, but you inserted like bunny pictures, right?
That was my wife's Christmas gift to me. Yes.
I know you don't follow Warhammer 40K. I'm gonna give a shout out to I'm not gonna say his name, but you were on mode with me last time. You were a big 40K fan with me. You know who you are if you're listening. I want to do that concept. Not Magic Gathering, Wizards of the Coast. They totally missed the ball where they could have made a deck just like what you did, but with slivers with the Tyranids. That is the deck that the one guy played on our FTX last time. He did a Tyranid, and they are kind of the same concept of slivers. They're a hive mind. So I plan to build a slivers deck, but I'm going to insert in 40K images of Tyranids into there.
Yeah.
And that's going to be my fun little sliver Golgari deck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like it.
We're about at an hour and a half, Chief. Any
Yeah,
last
no, we need to wrap
thoughts?
this up. I do want to tell us what you guys are going to build next. I'd love to. And if you've stuck around this far, please go to MilitaryGradeMagic.com and drop us a note. Let us know if you'd like to play. We'd love to play a game with you. We'd love to get to know all of you. Love to get to know what decks you're building. Give us ideas for our other ones that I haven't filled out yet on my my color palette here. So this is I think it's all we got for episode 2. You got anything else, Top?
End of the day safety brief.
Okay.
You know, if you go to jail, first thing you do and assert dominance, then you call Top. That's all I got to say. Is this where we roll the outro music?
Yeah, this is where we roll the outro music. I say, all tapped out. Peace.
Bye.
And all other creatures in perfect harmony. Under the disco lights, we're feeling nothing but the music. In the realm of cards and magic, I stand alone, wielding spells and creatures my upon this tome. Each card I summon, each spell I cast, brings me closer to mastering the vast. Through the forest, through the swamp I roam, across islands, over mountains, and through the plains. With every spell I learn, with every foe I claim another feat. I step closer to the arcane heartbeat.